are watching Coffee Talk Live, number 458 live stream, 7 p.m. Friday, June the 27th, 2025. Good evening. Please leave a like and a comment. That way I know who's here. Holly Ivans, how are you doing, young lady? KP Heathen, my friend, how are you doing? Trying to let a few more people get into the chat, and then I've got a really good topic for this evening. 15 must-have foods to put in your survival pantry. 3 in the house. Gotta let a few more people get in, and then we'll get into it. Little Lone Prepper, how are you doing, young lady? And Enrique Trevino. Nice emergency bag. Yes, I've done a video on it. Just need to put all the descriptive and shout outs in it. Nice. I think that one's 9 minutes, but I've got that one. It's on private. I've got a couple of videos loaded up on private, which I'm going to be releasing. I need to get the goodie box for the 100 subscriber winner. I need to get that one uploaded, and that'll be the first one that I do or finish. I need to get it finished. I got to put it together, do my descriptive stuff, and then I need to release it, and then I need to mail out the box. Pre-retirement days, how's it going? I've got a real good topic for tonight, everybody. And the topic is 15 must-have foods to put in your survival pantry. Mom of 4 boys, hello Rachel. And Hillbilly Josh, welcome. I'm looking at Uncle Al, Bullfrog 79, 11 in the house and 8 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. Everybody is saying hello. So we got a pretty good little crowd in right now, so let me get started. And we can go over it more than once because it's not going to take me that long to go through my list. 15 must-have foods to put in your survival pantry. Well, number 1 is rice. White rice. I've got so much of it, I could probably feed the block for a month. Oh, can I get to it? Ooh, not really. It's piled up. But I've got 5-gallon buckets. I've also got the pails that you can purchase that I've purchased of it. Basically what you do is you get some Mylar bags. You get some 5-gallon Mylar bags. You get oxygen absorbers, moisture absorbers. You get 25-pound bag of rice. Pour it in. Put a couple of oxygen absorbers in it. Put a couple of moisture absorbers in it. Seal the Mylar bag inside the food grade bucket. Put a lid on it. Make sure that you seal it properly. You date it. You put what's on it, and you set it someplace or stack it someplace where it's not in direct sunlight and it's out of the heat. Idaho Garden Girl, how are you doing? Thank you for coming, Stephanie. But that's the first item. And we're talking about the bread and butter items of being prepared, getting your pantry together. The bread and butter. Well, the thing about brown rice does not store long. It doesn't last long. If you buy brown rice, you need to consume it within a period of 6 months, 8 months. It's not going to store long. White rice will store for a long time. Anybody else sneak in on me? And what was that about something's racist or not racist? Bread and butter. Uncle Ben's rice is no longer called that. I think the people claiming the name was racist and made them change it. Well, do you remember Aunt Jemima? Or Aunt Jemima? I can remember being a kid, and there was a chain of, it was like Denny's or IHOP. It was called Sambo's. Sambo's. Great food. Used to go there all the time. We're talking 40 years ago or more. Yep, 5-gallon buckets. Uncle Ben family is sue them. Excuse me just a second. I'm going to show y'all a couple of things. have extras, and I do keep extras. This, this is a food grade 5-gallon bucket, and this is the lid for the bucket. They're sold separately. And then you use a Sharpie and you write on it. Oh man, this is heavy. This is an example of rice, but this is Augustin Farms, 242 total servings, gluten-free, easy to prep, 30-year shelf life. I got 4 of these. And then I've got the rolled oats. Got 4 of those. And those are like, I did not put this together. I bought it like this. 30-year shelf life. So as I'd said, I'm getting ready to send out some more goodie boxes. And basically I'll be sending some goodies to some of my best viewers. I think what I'm going to do is, I do these live streams and I have people come into my live streams and they identify themselves. They participate for a while. They leave nice comments. They consistently do it. Most of these are people that I have previously given goodies to. Most of you. There are a few that I have not. I don't think I've ever sent anything to Pre-Retirement Days. But most everybody else that's in the stream right now, I think, well, Enrique's getting ready to get a box from me. He's the winner of the 100 subscriber giveaway. But what I think I'm going to do is, I think, I will periodically, once or twice a week maybe, I'll get the list of all the people who came into the live stream, put their name in a hat, draw out a name, and whoever that person is, they'll get a goodie box from me. They'll probably have some MREs, some drink packets with, coffee, creamer, Splenda. I'm trying to avoid the regular sugar. Splenda is not going to cause you cancer. So artificial sweetener, Splenda. Maybe some tea, maybe some, grape or lemonade. And I'll put together little packets with some MREs, and I will send those to people. And maybe that will encourage more people to come in and view, or to at least those people who come through, it will probably encourage them to at least leave me a comment, So I'm looking at doing that. Otherwise, basically what I could do is I could just basically say, okay, all you folks have been coming through, and I can just start one at a time, and over a period of a few weeks, send boxes to all of you. And I will remind everybody, oh God, help me, Lord. Susanna Morrison, proud single mother. Thank you for coming. Okay. Eat more steamed kale. Part-time planning. Hello, Peter. Okay, so of the 15 must-have foods to put in your survival pantry, number 1, rice, great source of carbs. You can dress it up with sausage, sausage, with sauces and toppings. T-O-P. Okay, toppings, not topics. Toppings. I'm sorry. I got the giggles. So the second item of the 15 is meat cans, and you can buy them in bulk. You know, pork, beef, chicken. Good protein, good source of protein, and you can buy them by the case, or you can get like sets of stuff, or it gives you so much of this mix boxes. Number 3, oats. Crucial in oatmeal, breads, and cookies. And I got 4. I've got tons of it that I've also basically prepped up in 5-gallon buckets. Rice, beans, oats. You know. So oats, crucial in oatmeal, breads, and cookies. Coffee and tea bags. Coffee and tea bags. Chicken and beef broth cans. Example, boil rice in chicken broth instead of water. Yep, I just got through having a cup of coffee before the live stream. Powdered milk. Source of vitamins A, D, and B12 protein. Powdered milk. I've got tons of freeze-dried milk. I've got the moo milk. I got the chocolate flavor. I've got the regular low-fat whey milk. I've got the strawberry. Got Orange Delight. They're in the number 10 cans. Got a bunch of those. Number 7, fruit cans. Pineapples, pears, peaches. And then you could have like freeze-dried strawberries, blueberries. You can get freeze-dried, just all sorts of different fruit. Vegetable cans. I'm at the point with my prepping where I'm basically buying pails in number 10 cans. I'm basically at the point where I buy pails and number 10 cans of long shelf life, freeze-dried foods. That's where I'm at in my preps right now. Milk to strawberry. Well, strawberry milk, strawberry flavored milk. You can get. They basically have different flavors that you can get. And number 9, honey. Natural, anti-inflammatory, Natural antibiotic, can be applied to wounds and burns. Honey, stuff lasts forever, stores forever. If it gets hard on you, basically becomes solid. You can basically heat it and it'll go back to liquid. Yoda, my friend, how's it going, Dave? Yoda's blessed life. Yes, it does. I'm glad you're feeling better. Hey, I looked at a bunch of your shorts today, bud. I left comments on a bunch of your shorts today. And they were really good. They were very good. The music, you know, you're a man, you do. I can understand why your channel's growing the way it is. Sounds good. Enrique Trevino, about like milking an almond. Just takes a little pressure. Oh, Lord. I'm sure you did. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you so much, my friend. Seasonings. Garlic powder, salt, pepper, paprika, cinnamon. Keep going. Seasonings. Pectin, used to thicken up jams and jellies. Pasta and spaghetti sauce. Cooking oils. I like to use, it's more expensive, but I like to use olive oil. It's better for you. Uncle Al uses a mallet to motivate people. Wakate. Peanut butter. Lots of peanut butter. And I've got the military peanut butter, the stuff that they put together for the military in the little 1 ounce, 1.5 ounce packets. Good stuff, really good stuff. Same thing with the jellies. So number 14 is peanut butter, and number 15 would be purified drinking water. But I will tell you, drinking water is your number one. You can't go, you cannot go a couple of days without water. So number one is, and it does not cost a lot. It's not expensive. And, you can buy bottles of it. You can buy bottles and put water in it. You can refill bottles. And that's listed as number 15, but to me it's number one. Dried peas, yeah, dried vegetables. You can get a lot of different. Go on to Amazon and look at what you can get, and they have sales and stuff. We're getting ready for Prime Days. The 8th through the 11th of July will be Amazon Prime Days. So if you're wanting to buy something of a little bit, it costs a little bit that you don't normally spend money on, or you want waiting to get a good savings, now would be the time. Amazon Prime Days. Oh, funny, my friend. I found out my friend Enrique, and I won't say where he lives, but he is a Texan. You know, uh, he is a homegrown Texan. So God bless the Republic of Texas. And I will tell you, timeline. Uh, Take care, Dave. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you, my friend. God bless. Um, I will tell you guys that when it comes to prepping, you you don't go with like, oh, I came into a lot of money, so I'm just going to buy all my preps. Well, you could do that if you had the money to basically throw around, but it's not a sprint. It's not like, oh, well, I got to get all this stuff immediately. It's over a period of time, and after reading and studying and taking notes and making lists and then shopping for it, you start shopping for stuff and you start trying to get deals on stuff. And prepping is like it, it's you can call it a hobby, you can call it a passion, you can call it a way of life, and it's something that it's a marathon. You're going to do it over a period of time. I mean, I did not get to the point where I'm at right now in a short period. I have been, ever since Hurricane Harvey. Hurricane Harvey was 8 years ago. I really started my prepping 8 years ago. And yeah, I had stuff, and I would buy stuff in bulk, certain things. But I did not have the power. I didn't have any solar. I didn't have any, long term. Something happens. I didn't have a generator. I didn't have propane and all that sort of stuff. Well, I had propane from the standpoint I had a propane grill, and I had a 20 pound tank, which we'd keep full. So, when it happened, we had our propane grill, and we were able to cook with it. I was able to make coffee with it, But as far as I didn't have a charger, I mean, when the power's out, I had to go plug in the charger in my phone, in my vehicle, to charge our phones. When after Hurricane Harvey, because we were without power for about a week. Didn't have running water for like 5 days. So that taught me. Well, yeah, that's true. It's true. You have stuff. Yeah, I had stuff. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Dave. I was basically going along with what the others said. Was it David moment? Yeah, I have my moments. Every once in a while, I reminisce about in the past when I've had my moments, like at school when I was a principal. Oh, good Lord. Uh, so, 15 must-have foods to put in your survival pantry. White rice, long grain white rice, meat cans. You can buy them at Walmart. You can buy them at Aldi. You can buy them at Target. You can order them. You can get them at Sam's or Costco. You can get them by the case. You can order them. I order stuff and have it delivered a lot of times. Oats. Crucial in oatmeal, breads, and cookies. Oats. coffee and tea bags. You bloody well better have a supply of coffee, cause I tell you, and you better have a means to heat it. You better have a means to heat your water and heat it, or to power your coffee maker if you're doing a coffee maker. You have a power supply for it. Got to think about all that. Chicken and beef broth cans. Example, boil rice and chicken broth instead of water. Powdered milk. And I mean, I can narrow down like the chicken or the beef broth. Bouillon cubes. I've got plastic containers of bouillon cubes, beef and chicken. The ideal broth, yeah, nice to have, but you know, it's in the 15, but it's not my high priority in the 15. Powdered milk, that's a high priority for older people, for little kids, children. Just, you know, life is better with milk. Your oatmeal, your breakfast, your cereal, milk, powdered milk, freeze-dried milk, fruit cans, freeze-dried fruit, and just cans of fruit. You know, they last a while. If you know somebody who cans, or you have access to buy reasonably priced, people who can, if you don't can yourself. Vegetable cans. JC, how you doing? Thank you for coming. JC 2787, 111 subscribers. Welcome, young man. Valiant Thor, how's it going? I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. That's correct. That is correct. Quite likely. Valiant Thor, 96 subscribers. Not a content creator, but worthy of friendship. And I am one of your supporters. So, continuing down the list, vegetable cans. Canned vegetables. I buy them. I'll go over to Sam's. I also order. You know, like I order a lot of stuff. I have Amazon Prime, so I order a lot of stuff. I'll order by the case. I order cases of like chili and beans and different stuff, and I've got a bunch of them stored out in my pantries. I bought a few cans of different flavored sardines to try. I don't know if I like them or not, but they're very healthy and cheap, so I want to try to get them. You can get a lot of that stuff at the dollar store. You can get a lot of stuff at the dollar store. Honey. You want to have plenty of honey. It's very good for as a sweetener. You can basically put it in. I put it on my cereal. Put milk on it, oatmeal. Honey's very good for you, and you can use it as a natural. It's like a natural antibiotic and anti-inflammatory. You can apply it to wounds and burns. That's a good idea. Honey for your honey. Sardines. Sardines are good. With crackers. Gotta have crackers with them. Seasonings. Salt and pepper are old school. Back in the days, soldiers were paid with salt. Salt, pepper, garlic, cinnamon, paprika, you name it. Seasonings. Good to have. You want to have it. Sounds great. Yeah, you want the pure stuff. Roman soldiers. Back during the days of the empire. Pectin. Used to thicken up jams and jellies. Now again, unless you're doing jams and jellies, I don't really see pectin being high up the list, on my priority list. Pasta and spaghetti sauce. You want to have plenty of that. Cooking oils. I personally try to use olive oil. It's healthier for you. It's more expensive, but it's healthier for you. Yeah, the green Tabasco sauce. Are you running out of that, Dave? Do I need to send you some more? Let me know. Peanut butter. Peanut butter. And purified drinking water. Now, you also need a way to purify. You need a way to purify water. You need a way to filter it, purify it. Like having a water test kit. Also having filtration. Small amounts, like having a Sawyer or Life Straw or a Berkey filter. You want a way to filter water, clean it. Having tabs. The tabs that you can put in a quart of water. There's a tab A and a tab B, and you wait 30 minutes and all. And I'd also boil it if I'm doing that. Like if I'm getting water out of a stream or river or whatever, running water, I would boil it in addition to using the tabs. I'd filter it first, and then I'd do multiple things before I drank it. Freeze your pasta, kills bug larvae. So we're about 40 minutes in. Let me just talk to you a little bit about 10 in the house, 14 likes. Let me just tell you a little bit about what's going on. I'm working on several different things in addition to trying to survive and get my rest and cooking for me and the missus. The daughter came over and spent the day yesterday with us. It was her birthday. And, you know, just just resting. This is week 4 of my summer vacation. Week 4. I've got another 4.5, 5 weeks to go. Then I got to go back to work. So I'm hoping tomorrow to finish, and I hope to upload, if not tomorrow, then Sunday. I want to get the 100 subscriber giveaway loaded on my second channel. Monday, hopefully Monday, Tuesday at the latest, I want to send the box out to Enrique. He'll have it by the end of next week because he's in Texas. We're not that far. We're a few hundred miles apart. And he'll have his box. And then I'm going to shift gears and just focus on my main channel. So I don't want anybody to unsubscribe my backup channel, but I'm basically going to be using my main channel. My backup channel will still be used to give watch time, you know, to people. We'll run a playlist and give watch time. I'll still use the backup channel for that. And so I've got 2 videos that I've uploaded. They're edited and uploaded. I just need to do the descriptions and the shout outs and such for them. One of them is a video of what all I put in my son-in-law's carry bag, putting his carry bag together, what all I put in it. There's a video of that. It's about 9 minutes long. And then there is a 6-minute video of something else. And I will release them a few days apart. I plan on putting out another Coffee Talk News, and it'll be probably covering, and those I limit to under 5 minutes, and I may put out a couple of those, but one of them on all the different Supreme Court decisions that the court has been dealing with, some really important stuff. Like the court basically said that these individual district courts can't block the entire nation. They can't issue a ruling that blocks the entire nation only for their district. So if they issue some sort of ruling, and there's like all these nutty blockages are coming out of like 5 courts. Out of the 60 some odd courts that there are, most all of them are coming from 5 very liberal courts, you know, where this crap is coming from. And the Supreme Court said you can't keep doing that. You can't interfere with the president. That was a big ruling that they had. Another one that came out is about affecting the birthright citizenship, you know. And then another one is the court saying the president can deport somebody to a third country. They can be deported to a country other than their own. If their own country will not receive them, they can be deported someplace else. Those are three big decisions. And then there's like 6 or 7 decisions that the court has come out with. But I'll probably do a Coffee Talk News on that. I want to do an update on the riots and this No Kings business. I want to do a Coffee Talk News on that. I'd like to do an update on the border construction. They are actively building, and they are basically they're giving contracts out to construct the wall. And they're working on it. So those are some Coffee Talk Newses I want to put out. And then I'm going to continue with my going through my U.S. Meals Ready to Eat, the Case A and the Case B. I'll be putting out the third one in the early foreseeable future. So I'm going to be putting out a few more I'm going to up my game a little bit on my videos, putting out my videos. I'm still going to put out a couple of shorts every day. I'm still going to be live streaming 2 or 3 times a week. Usually like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Maybe Monday or Tuesday. And probably not on Wednesdays, which is a church night. But I'll be putting out maybe 3 or 4 live streams a week. And again, I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. It's going slow. I had one leave me, so I'm at 1935 tonight. And when I get to 2,000, there will be a 2,000 subscriber giveaway. So if you want to be in the drawing for a really nice goodie box, and it'll be basically what, when you see the 100 subscriber giveaway, or when you look at one of my previous giveaways, subscriber giveaways, every 100, you'll sort of see what I put out and what I give out. So if you want to be in there for that, you need to leave me a like and a supportive comment on each of the last 5 videos I will have released when I hit that 2,000. Yeah, that was a good decision about the abortion funding. What is your go-to taco place? I've been making them. I like once or twice I've been over to Victoria's Kitchen where I would get my tacos, because it's midway on the other side of town. It's on the way to work. So I haven't been, and like if you go in there before 8 o'clock in the morning, you can get like $2 tacos, really nice tacos. And I've been making them at the house because I've got so many eggs. I'm getting so many eggs. And the second generation of chickens are going to start producing. I will tell you, I had a chicken commit suicide. I'm joking about that, but I'm joking about that. But my wife found a dead chicken, and basically what happened was it managed to get its head stuck, probably, and broke its neck. It managed to get its head stuck. It's one from the new generation. In the new chicken coop, there's a place where theoretically it's possible for the thing to go, and it got its head stuck, and I think it panicked and broke its own neck. But it was still a little warm, and rigor mortis hadn't set in. So the wife said, well, this has probably happened in the last few hours, And it's just, and I was thinking, damn, couldn't it have been the rooster? Because the rooster's not good for anything except the loudmouth, And the damn rooster attacks her. She goes out to feed the chickens, and the rooster attacks her. I said, the rooster ever attacks me, that would be an act of suicide. Because I wouldn't. The thing tries to go after her, and has goes after her with its claws, and it's defending its flock or whatever. But I mean, you don't do that. It's like a dog attacking its master. You don't do that. But the chickens have a pea-sized brain, So I mean, they're not bright enough. The roosters are not bright enough. All right, somebody said something other that set somebody off. Fiesta Mariachi. First Mariachi. Yeah, a few judges have been arrested. That's true. Well, my daughter had said just take it and let it out, take it over to a park and just release it at a park. Put it in a cage, transport it to a park. It's just a loudmouth. It's just an aggressive bully loudmouth. The other, this is from a younger generation or a mid generation. This rooster, it's what you call a turkin. It's a species of chickens called a turkin. Looks like a combination. Looks like a mutant cross between a turkey and a chicken. It's a huge thing. And but my daughter basically says just take it to a park and put it out, just let it be free out in the park. And we're not trying to breed chickens. We're basically using them for the eggs. And we're not, if we were out in the country, I'd basically let them free range. I'd have my hutches, but I'd let them free range, where I don't have to feed them near as much. And I would probably be okay with, we basically buy chicks. When we want them, we'll buy a dozen chicks, every 2-3 years, and raise them. And I always say, don't ask for any roosters. And we usually get one. Like this last set that we just got, the ones that are coming up right now, the dozen, no roosters, thank God. There's no roosters. We've only got the one rooster. No, we haven't had any problems with snakes. Not where we're at. And if there were a snake, it'd be like a grass snake. And I don't think they'd go after little, garden snake. I don't think they'd go after the chickens would kill it. So this evening we've been talking about must-haves for your food pantry. And again, I will say, and I didn't mention it, but rice. I did mention rice. Rice, beans, different beans, pinto beans or whatever. Rice, beans, oats, rolled oats, coffee, tea, powdered milk. Those right there are your bread and butters. Bottled water, purified water. Those are your bread and butters. Number one's first, bread and butters. And then, like peanut butter, honey, butter powder that you can mix up. I've got like freeze-dried butter powder, freeze-dried peanut butter. And, the number 10 cans of stuff. Like eggs. Number 10 cans of eggs. And right now you can look at the prices. Right now, the going rate, you're going to pay about $1 an egg freeze-dried. You get a number 10 can, and it has, it has like 70 servings maybe. It depends on what you get. You can get larger size ones. But let's just say you get something from one of the companies that very popular, and you get number 10 cans, and you're going to pay like $65-$70 for a number 10 can of eggs. And that number 10 can is going to have like 68-70 servings, and a serving is considered the equivalent of one egg. Well, honestly, one number 10 can would basically be about a 30-day supply for one person, because you basically do about the equivalent of 2 eggs, and that number 10 can would last you for a month. And if you're basically, if you got 4 people, then you need 4 number 10 cans, and you're going to basically use the equivalent of about 4 number 10 cans a month. So when you're planning, you've got to plan for, okay, for each person, it's like 1 gallon of water a day. minimum. So you say, well, I got 60 gallons of water stored. Okay, well, what's that? That's about a 2-week supply for 4 people. Got to think about that. Verna, thank you for coming. Vase Place. Yes, vinegar. I buy gallons of this stuff for the wife. How long do rolled oats last? Well, I had been buying pails. Like earlier, I showed a pail of rice. Well, I've also got pails of rolled oats. I've got 4 pails of rolled oats. I've got 4 pails of rice that are Agassiz Farms that are freeze dried. And then I've got the stuff that I basically put in 5-gallon buckets with Mylar bags that I made myself. But I'm at the point now where I'm just basically buying pails and number 10 cans of freeze dried. Expected 30-year shelf life. 30-year shelf life. I mean, when you buy this stuff, it gives you the shelf life. It tells you what the shelf life is. Like, there are some brands that they tell you a 20-year shelf life. And I would say, okay, you store it properly, I'd say at least a 20-year shelf life. And then it'll tell you like a 30-year shelf life. Like Mountain House. Most of their stuff, it's like a 30-year shelf life. It'll tell you. And it'll tell you what year it's good till. So like you buy stuff, bought stuff. I bought it in 22. It says, well, it's life expectancy is till 2052, 30 years. And I may not live that long, and maybe we have to use it, and maybe we don't. And then maybe somebody inherits it from one of the kids. The kid inherits it from her family, But it's still something that you can eat. Mike Crusher Review. How's it going, Mike? Hey, kid time. I understand that. Family time. That comes first. Always. Yeah, we had pizza at lunch. Take care, Uncle Al. We had pizza at lunch. I get them for about $4.50 over at Audi. Well, I mean, you can get them for about the same price at Walmart. I get them, and then I basically 400 degrees for 25 minutes on bake. And we usually split it half and half. When I get out of here, I'm going to go do supper. We'll have some white rice probably some Brussels sprouts, and we'll have salmon. And that's 400 degrees at about 25 minutes. Most everything's 400 degrees at 25 minutes. It says 20 minutes. I always cook an extra 5 as far as the salmon is concerned. So anyway, I will be back tomorrow for another edition of Coffee Talk. I'm hopefully going to get the 100 subscriber giveaway video out. It'll be on my backup channel. And I'll do shout outs to the people who were involved, that tried, were involved. And I've got a lot of it done. I got to put together, and I got to get all the description stuff done, the shout outs. I appreciate everybody's here. I try to support those who support me, and I have been watching, and I have been leaving comments. And if I didn't get to you, I will get to you. At any rate, remember the scout motto is to be prepared. I was a scout, and the idea of preparation, being prepared, doesn't mean necessarily that you're planning for the end of the world, but I mean, you could have something happen where you don't have power for several days, and that's SHTF. Gotta be prepared for stuff like that. And you get up in the morning, drink your coffee, take your medication, say your prayers, get right with the world, treat people the way you want to be treated, lead by example. And everybody, please have a blessed day, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for another edition of Coffee Talk. Thank you. I enjoyed this one. It was very good. I appreciate y'all coming in, and I truly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, and everybody have a blessed day. Bye-bye. Wow. Well, trying to end, having trouble. All right, now everybody's enjoying my distress here.